Hello, welcome to the KOREAZ channel, and I'm Lee Ha-sung, host of KOREAZ Focus. This year is the 60th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Korea and the 15 key Latin American countries such as Argentina, Honduras, and Colombia. The Korea-LAC Future Cooperation Forum was successfully held from July 5th to 6th in Busan. Today, we have invited three guests to talk about the 60-year history of Korea-LAC relations and the outcome of the Future Cooperation Forum. Buenos dias! We have invited three very important guests. So could you briefly introduce yourself?
My name is Alfredo Pascu. I'm the Argentinian ambassador to the Republic of Korea. I have been here for 3 years.
Buenos dias. Good morning. 안녕하세요. My name is Virgilio Perez. I'm the Honduran ambassador to South Korea. I've been here in South Korea for 4.5 years. 4 years living Pali Pali in Seoul, and 6 months living in Sondo, in Incheon.
Thank you. My name is Sang-uk Yoon, Deputy Director General of the Latin American and Caribbean Bureau of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I'm a Korea diplomat working 24 years since 1998.
Deputy Director General Yoon, could you please explain the meaning and importance of Korea-LAC relations?
Now, let me illustrate the Korea and Latin American relations by saying that Korea is half an orange of Latin America and vice versa. Half an orange is in Spanish media naranja. In Spanish idiom, that means optimal partners or soulmate who can make each counterpart more perfect. And I believe Latin America is now standing at crossroads. Korea, as a media naranja of Latin America, can and will stand by Latin America in the path toward the digital and green revolution.
Ambassador,
Yes.
how would you explain the past 60 years of diplomatic relations between Argentina and Korea?
Yes, the relation started on the 15th of February 1962, so it's 60 years now this year. And initially, the initial step was the immigration of Korean citizens to Argentina, and that they reached like a peak of immigrants in the 1980s. We reached to have 40,000 Koreans in Argentina. Today the number is 24,000, and they are mainly today in the textile, in the bank or IT industry, and at that time was in the farming sector. So, but the relation, I believe, has been evolved and intensified, and reached to topic as climate change, science and technology, areas in which we can develop more our relation.
Ambassador, if you look back at the past 60 years, which areas have seen the best achievements for both countries?
Our diplomatic relations started on the 1st of April 1962. So we could say that in between it was slow and steady, but at the end it has speed up. You know, with the two embassies posted after 2007, we have seen increasing cooperation. 3 presidents of Honduras have visited South Korea in the past 20 years, and we have seen a lot of collaboration in agriculture sector, in energy sector, and recently in the past 5 years, Taekwondo has been very, very important. Taekwondo is now in all schools in Honduras. Also, the Korean language has been taught in the university, and we can see also, like for example, K-dramas has been very important in the house of Koreans, so they can understand. And not least, but very important is the K-beauty. And as we see a good future.
Mm-hmm. So the relationship accelerated.
Yes,
and
definitely.
will accelerate in the future, right?
Even more.
Deputy Director General Yoon, what do you think is the most memorable event in the 60 history of Korea-LAC relations?
Thank you for the very good question. Personally, I would like to pick up the moment when the 5 Korean passenger vehicles, the Pony, were exported to Ecuador in 1976. The Pony is still nostalgic name of the car to Korean people because it was the first self-produced car of Korea. And Ecuador was the first importer of the Korean car. After Ecuador, the pony was driven in Chile, Paraguay, Peru, advertising Korea to Latin American drivers. Today, the Korea is global giant car maker, which is ranking number 5 in the world. But the success story just begin from Latin American vehicle market, not from the US car market.
So the start was Latin American countries. That's very interesting. Also, I heard that a logo created by a member of Korean ambassadors to Latin American countries was unveiled in the forum. So that's the logo.
That's the logo, and they represent the 13 countries. And then you see the 0 and the 6, the 60 represents the infinite logo, which means that it's an infinite relation between the 13 countries with Korea. We accepted from the very beginning when the ambassador proposed this logo, we accepted, and well, today is here.
It's very creative and beautiful thing.
Yes.
I personally would love to visit Latin America someday, and we are geographically far away, but I think we also have many similarities in culture. So that's why I have prepared a fun way to wrap up our today's interview. It's a single sentence interview where you answer my question only in one sentence.
Wow.
So you ready for this interview?
Yes.
Thank
One
you.
question.
One sentence.
Yeah, one sentence question. First of all, to Deputy Director General, what significance does Latin American countries hold for you?
So I will tell you from my heart. De mi corazón.
De mi corazón. That's it.
From my heart.
De
my
mi
heart.
corazón.
De mi corazón.
Latin America is the sun, and I am a sunflower.
Very good, huh?
Thank you very much.
That's creative.
Yeah.
Next question, what is your favorite Korean food?
Wow, that's very good. And it's Korean barbecue. We have one of the best meats of the world. It's from Argentina, but I like
Yes, it's very
Hanu
famous.
meat. That's the Korean meat. For me, it's top of the.
What do you think about Hanu? Because Argentina is very famous for steak.
The best meat of the world is the Argentinian meat. One sentence. You asked me one sentence.
That's very funny. Which places in Latin America would you recommend Korean travelers to visit?
I will recommend in Argentina you have the Iguazu Falls and the Perito Moreno, the glacier is one of the biggest moving glaciers in the world. Then you have in Peru Machu Picchu, the ruins of the Machu Picchu. Then you have I will need a book to write about this. So in one sentence, this is what I believe I can recommend.
One sentence for Latin American people. That
Doesn't
Yeah,
exist.
yeah.
impossible.
Doesn't
That's
exist.
like 10 sentences, right?
And I am not a poet. So
This year's forum is very meaningful in two respects.
but I believe this could be a very interesting and turning point.
So because their children wants to imitate him, so he wants to imitate God.